My message today is evil today is a clone of evil during ancient biblical times. In the book of Judges, the primary message of Judges is that God will not allow sin to go unpublished. Characterized by the people of Israel during as they saw fit, that is, they did what was right in their eyes, not in the eyes of God. God brought justice through foreign oppression. God raised up deliverance or judges, and the people repented and turned back to God. But then they turned back to sin. The people fell back into sin. The cycle started over again. The Clark County, Washington judicial system works in partnerships with the attorneys and adult protective services to do the exact opposite of what they were designed to do. Instead of protecting, they exploit. A protocol was put in place to financially separate elders from their savings. First, they need someone to introduce their program to an ideal prey. In this case, it was Carla Mauger, filing in behalf of her mother without the mother's consent or wishes, a blatantly inept, vulnerable protection order against me. It's known as a VAPO. Before the corrupt machine could get started, it was paramount that I be removed from the picture. It was even written in the court that I was guilty of being overly protective. Also written, Carla was guilty of stealing funds from her mother. Judge Radzinas sided with the thief over the protector. Basically, evil over good. It is impossible to have justice when the complete system is corrupt. The phony VAPO order was enough to get me temporarily banished from the scene. To continue with their method of thievery, the system followed up with unrelated, trumped-up accusations against me that were so far-fetched, Swiss cheese had fewer holes. The corruption runs so deep that Commissioner Sasser was comfortable in making up her own rules. We don't have a constitution. We don't use it. It's getting to the point that churches, some churches anyway, are not using the Bible either. I look around and I see churches that are losing members. One church I know has a minister serving congregations in 3 different towns. What is the problem? Lack of ministry or lack of congregation to support a minister? Well, many other ministers are now rock stars. And their multi-million-dollar productions have a message that isn't worth a cent. To keep members, they preach to the congregation and their needs, not to God's needs. People are afraid to admit they are Christians. Jehovah's Witness members now mail letters. Mormons do their mission work on the computer. When I asked for someone to pray for Joanne Kemper, hold her hand, give her comfort. This is an email response I received from a minister. We won't be sending our folks into a situation in which there's a possibility of confrontation. But prayer certainly works regardless of location. Are you kidding me? Yes, prayer works. But what's better than a hug? Holding one's hand, comforting that person. Not electronically. Let it be known that I mainly use two reference sources: the court records and the Holy Bible. So, persecute me if you must. I have been warned about this. I have been took it in stride. I didn't know the extent, but even if I had, I would have continued on with my message to you. I pray that you'll look around, you'll wake up and see that the end is a bit near. Don't wait. I'm not an isolated case. The Clark County court system is not the only corrupt system. Read your newspapers. Research a little bit. They're all corrupt. But more importantly, pray. You can never, ever pray enough. Jesus died for my sins, and I must live for his. Amen.